Adding Jason in the chat right now.
What up?
What's good, bro?
What up, man?
Man, chilling up. See, I'm freezing up a little bit. Yeah, I'm good, man. You good?
I cannot complain, man. Life is good. I cannot complain. How about you?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Getting better each day, for real.
That's what's up.
Welcome everybody who coming into the chat. Welcome everybody. So I start off by introducing myself. My name is Six. I go by the name of Six. I have a radio show called Nomtombout Radio. That I do a lot of good interviews, great interviews. We also interview Dave from Men at Large, and today we're going to be talking to Jason Champion. Make sure you check out the YouTube channel, Nomtombout Radio, Nomtombout Radio. You can also check us out at sixsensemedia.com, SIXXSENSEMEDIA, for all the content, man. So what's up to everybody who coming in the room, man? How you feeling, man?
I can't complain, man. All them letters you spouted out made me feel like METHOD, man.
Man, hey, it's two different spelling portions of the interview, man. The beginning and the end, man, got to get that out the way, definitely.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if you remember. You remember coming down to Cincinnati in the '90s
I know.
you know my aunt is Nita.
Nita.
No, Nita. Yeah, I know I remember Dave. You might have came maybe once, but Dave used to come down to my.
He remember everybody, and Dave used to go everywhere. I was the one that was staying at the crib, so 9 times out of 10, I wasn't there.
Hey, I feel that, man. Stay out the way. Definitely stay out the way, man. But yeah, I definitely appreciate the time today.
Oh man, my pleasure. My pleasure.
I want to talk about your journey, man, because you influential. I also want to say R.I.P. to Rance Allen and Troy Sneed.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you have a relationship with either one of them?
I never met Troy, but I did meet Bishop Rance Allen on several occasions, and he was always good people, man. Just for him to be as iconic as he was down to earth, just a beautiful soul, man. Beautiful soul.
Yeah, he was a monster with them vocals too.
Yes. Anybody
That's crazy when
music, most singers have been touched by him in some kind of way.
Yeah, definitely. He probably sang better than he spoke. I never met him, but he was so fluent with the singing.
Oh man, he was a monster.
So let's get into it, man. We're just gonna start with the beginning of your journey. Tell everybody where you come from.
As far as where I was born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland is known for some gifted musicians, late great Gerald Levert, late Sean Levert. Even though they're from Canton, Eddie Levert and Walt Williams, the OJs, they're from right up the road. But Cleveland, Ohio, man.
Yeah, man. I think Ohio, period. It's something about the vibe. I think because we're not one of those coastal cities where like everybody is performing, we kind of absorb everything and then we spit it back out in our own creative way. So we kind of a little bit of everything that's ever created.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. And you still stay up that way.
I just moved back. I was in Georgia for about 13, 14 years where Dave is, but I just moved back to Ohio about a year and a half ago.
Why you go back? Why you come back, man?
Man, it was time. Life had taken a different turn. I got divorced. I knew I wanted to get back home, close to family, even though my kids and my mom, they stay in Georgia. I just wanted to come back home. The nucleus of my family was here in Cleveland, and I work a lot with my little brother. We do music together a lot. So instead of flying back and forth from Georgia to Cleveland, I was just like, you know what? I might as well just go and move back home.
Yeah. I feel that. You get you a po' boy, man.
That ain't what you talking about, a Polish boy.
Polish boy.
Yeah, you said po' boy. That's Louisiana.
Yeah, I got them mixed up, man.
Yeah, Polish boy, yeah.
Talk about your dad sang, right?
Yeah, the late great Elder Leonard Champion. He was a phenomenal voice, man. Phenomenal. You had to hear him. Because me talking about it would do him no justice, but he was amazing.
How did that influence your path?
Obviously, when you grow up in a musical family, I had musical aunts, uncles, my father, grandmother. Everybody did their thing, so you just kind of fall in line and get in line with the music. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Yeah.
When did you first realize, like, dang, I'm kind of cold?
Honest, true story. True story. I still don't know that to this day. Even though,
Oh, you tripping.
even though Dave tells me all the time and other people, I try to be honest about my gift, man. I I'm blessed to do what I can do, and thankfully there are people who like what I can do. Uh, but but I realized I had a love for it when I was in the seventh grade. I did this lunchroom kind of on a fluke. They dared me to get up and do like a performance and whatever. And I did it, man. And the crowd went nuts. And it was like, oh yeah, okay. I like that. Yeah, that's dope.
That's what's up, man. So you realized early, and of course, your family being musical, they push you to pursue it, or
No, me and Dave, when I was younger, Dave used to work at a radio station. His uncle was the very talented, multi-talented Lynn Tolliver. And so we had access to a lot of stuff that we probably shouldn't have, but we were at a New Edition concert one year, and I was about 10 years old, maybe 11, and New Edition came up out of the stage with some smoke, and there was like some elevators that lifted them off out of this from out of the stage, and the smoke and the crowd. At that point is when I said, "Oh yeah, I want to do that. I want to do that right there." That's when I knew that that's what I wanted to do. But I wasn't convinced until that seventh grade experience when I got up there to do it on my own, and the response was favorable.
how did y'all meet? Cause y'all been knowing each other like forever, right?
Dave and his mom and my mother were best friends for 30 years till his mom passed away. Unfortunately, rest in heaven, Mama Donita. But so we were always together because our mothers were.
Talk about talk about your relationship with Gerald.
Um, man, he was like my big brother. He was like he was definitely my teacher. I was 17, 18 when we first started with Gerald, so I was young. And David was like my big brother who always was trying to tell me, don't do this, do that, don't do this, do that. And the way he tells the story, I would never listen to him, like never. And we was practically literally blood brothers, even though we didn't have the same mom and dad. But when Gerald came along, David was like, "Man, I just told you the same thing he told you," but for whatever reason, when Gerald said it, it was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." Gerald
Yeah,
was my dude, man. I wanted to be just like that guy on stage. Watching him was, I really don't have words to utter what it was like to see Gerald Levert do his thing on stage live. It was almost otherworldly, man. And I wanted to be that. So every opportunity that I had to spend time with him, or when Dave and I when we would be in the studio with him, man, I was soaking up just about everything that I could to be like this cat. And to this day, there are things that I do in the studio and on stage that I definitely got from being with Gerald. That was my guy, man.
what's something you ever slid across the stage and ripped your shirt open and showed your chest hairs?
Man, are you crazy? Damn, I'm not. My fat behind ain't finna slide nowhere. Is you crazy?
You gotta wear sweatpants
Ain't nobody. Ain't
on a
nobody.
hardwood floor.
Nah, I ain't finna show my taco meat, dog. I ain't finna do that.
Hey, you be out here showing it, man, because those videos, the videos talk about nothing, bruh.
That's different, though. That's supposed to be funny. That's different. That's different.
Hey, I was watching them like, what is this?
Yeah, me and my little brother, man. That's something that we like to do, and now Dave then got in on the act, man. It's just comedy,
Yeah.
just something in today's society, man. You better have something other than your one thing that you do. You better be able to do a bunch of different things. You know what I'm saying?
Because it ain't no more superstars because everybody got so much access and
Man,
clearly a lot of people got talent. The only way that it's gonna be like another like superstar is if somebody like levitate while they sing. You gotta know how
you
to
got
fly.
right. You got to do something crazy, right?
Yeah. Hey, but if you learn how to tumble, that'll turn you up on stage.
Hey
Hey, they'll
man,
be like, he can murder.
I leave that to these young folks, man.
No, man, you can do whatever you put your mind to,
I don't
man.
want to put my mind to that.
Hey, that first album, the self-entitled joint, the Men at Large. Man, my favorite lyric on there is when y'all come on the good and he like, it's like a bucket of Kentucky fries. I like to talk. Y'all kept everything like the whole image. Like we still like food, bruh.
That was Dave. That was Dave. All any talking was Dave. That was Dave. Yeah.
Y'all even had the little 90s laughing there. Ha ha.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
What was going on around the time where y'all was making that first album? What was it like?
It was pretty crazy, man. I was in high school still. I was going to the studio. I would leave 12th grade, high school, go kick it with Gerald Levert at the studio. It was man, it was crazy. Be in the studio making records, doing something that I never dreamed I'd do. I just knew that I wanted to. But to have that capacity and to have it right at my fingertips, and to go to a studio and just be sitting next to Gerald like it was, that's just the way it was supposed to be. Man, it was phenomenal. Right. It was so much fun, man. It was never work. It was never ever work. It was fun.
How you even stay focused in class knowing that you was just in the studio with Gerald? Like how do you stay focused?
I think that it helped me focus. It helped me. Plus, you know what? My grandmother and David's grandmother, we had some real OG grandmothers. They wasn't having it, not doing your schoolwork. We'd come home from a trip. I might have 9,000-10,000 cash in my pocket. Driving nice. I could buy what I want to buy. Soon as I walk in the house, get this garbage and take it out. Like
they gonna ground you.
She gonna put you back down to reality real quick.
Yeah.
So having her and other people like her around me, I knew plus I was motivated. I liked school. I didn't want bad grades. I didn't want to, not do my work. I was motivated to get good grades. So it was like, how when you, as a child, you got something to look forward to on the weekend. And so you try to do your best work during the week because come the weekend, you're going to spend the night at your boy house and y'all finna turn up.
Yeah.
It was like that every day going to school, knowing that once I leave here, once I put this work in, I'm finna go clown at this studio and be just somewhere in the clouds, and that's what it was, and it was amazing.
He said, I was talking to Dave, and he was like, "You was real safe. You was always the one who was like, nah, we shouldn't do that. Don't do that."
Always, because I was from church. I'm from church, so I was always like, "Yeah, that's probably not the move. We probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, we probably shouldn't do that." And to this day, it's still the same. Dave would be like, "Nah, man, we doing this. Nah, man, no." But he's calmed down quite a bit, though. David is a man of the people. He like to be out and about. I don't really. I'm prejudiced. I don't really like black people like that.
You need that balance.
I love our people, but there are white people, black people, Indian people that don't know how to act. I don't like that kind of that. You know what I'm saying? I like people who know how to be grown, who know how to act. You know what I'm saying? Ain't for no BS, no drama. I ain't with all the drama. So, it was cool.
I'm kind of the same way, man, because I was in a music group, and like I was that type who halfway through the party you would look up and be like, "Where he at?" And I just be gone because I'm not a crowd type person. I'm not a club person. I don't need all that, man. I love having that peace of mind of being off to your own, man, and getting focused.
You know what? I'm an extrovert. I'm super extrovert. I don't know if this is the right form of the word, but I'm super extrovert. I'm a big extrovert. Yeah. But there are times when I want to be by myself, and I do like my solitude. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Juju? Hey, baby.
Man, back in the day when y'all was recording, who was producing y'all?
You talking about with Gerald?
Yeah.
It was Gerald. Yeah.
Gerald was producing.
Yeah.
Like hands-on producing, like playing instruments.
Oh, no. Mark was doing the track. Mark Gordon, the other guy, Levert.
Okay.
Mark was doing the tracks, and then we had a couple other people, Tony Nicholas, Wokey, Alton Wokey. I think those were the main players that did the records. What's up, Mama?
So I know you seem like you kind of like people, kind of don't like people, man. I don't know if he told you, but on this show, I like to play games.
Love people, but I like people who like to be. I don't like BS. You know what I'm saying? Like if let's keep it 100.
People with some sense.
Yeah, man. Let's just be grown folks. Let's be grown folks.
Yeah, man.
What you got?
I got a people game.
What you got?
I like to play all types of games, man. I got a game called Name and Crew, man. You ready to play it?
Let's go.
All right, with this game, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you some artist names, government names, and you tell me their stage name or the group name. All right.
This is real life people.
Yeah.
So I gotta guess who these people are.
You gotta guess the stage name by me giving you their government name.
Okay.
All right. First, Anthony Chris, Vin Rock, Kier Lamont Gist.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Come on, man. Y'all almost had a big altercation with these people, man.
Oh, say
Anthony Chris.
Okay.
Anthony Chris, Vin Rock, Kier Gist.
You know what's crazy? This is the first time that I'm learning what their names are. That's Naughty by Nature.
Yes, sir, man. Naughty by Nature, man.
Yeah, that's the first one, man. Never knew none of their names, but when you say Vinny, I got you.
Yeah, that gave it away. Yeah. That gave it away. Yeah. That story is crazy, by the way. And you tried to tell him not to even go.
I tried to tell him when we recorded the record. Don't say that. I said, don't say that. They gonna have a problem with that. Nah, man, they'll be all right. They ain't gonna. I'm telling you, don't say that. They gonna have a problem. Sure enough.
Y'all go back and listen to that song, man. Y'all kind of see what song was that again?
You Me.
You Me. All right. Here's the next one, man. Sandra Denton, Cheryl James.
Is that Salt and Pepper?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. You got
Salt and Pepper.
You 2 for 2 right now.
Let's go.
2 for 2. All right, here we go with the next one. Dwight Myers.
Dwight Myers.
Give me a hint.
Is that 90s?
Light skin.
Is that 90s?
Yeah, 90s.
Dwight Myers.
Big dude.
Oh my
Big
God.
dude, but he danced his legs loose.
Heavy D.
Heavy dilly.
Did they tell you the story about Heavy D?
Nah.
So when we got into it with Tretch and them at Naughty by Nature,
yeah.
A couple weeks later, we were in the studio in Atlanta at Wokey's, and Hev called. He was like, "Yo, man, I heard about that unfortunate, that stuff y'all went through, man." He said, "Man, I got y'all back, man. Don't worry about nothing." Like that was our only encounter. We never met him before that. Never got a chance to see him after that. Well, I did later in life, but he was just mad cool, man. He was a fan of Men at Large. So that Heavy D was always in my book. That was my guy, man.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Heavy D, y'all led the way for big dudes to be fly, big dudes. Absolutely. It wouldn't be no Rick Ross without y'all.
I believe that. Oh, I believe that.
It's the boss.
Ricky Rose.
Rose. Let's go. Next one. All right. Antoine Carabee, Lorenz Patterson, O'Shea Jackson, Andre Young, Eric Wright.
NWA.
Yes, sir, man. You got to get that one right, man. I had to say it. I had to leave O'Shea and Eric at the end, man, because
Yeah,
it would have
yeah,
gave it.
yeah.
All right, here we go. We got a couple more, man. You might have trouble with this one, man. All right. Kiari Cephas, Kershnick Ball, Quavius Marshall.
Not say it again.
Kiari Cephas, Kershnick Ball, Quavius Marshall. You just moved from the state where they hail from, man.
Who is in Georgia with them names?
Come on, man. That last name. I'll say it one more time, man. Kiari Cephas, Kershnick Ball, Quavius Marshall.
The Migos.
Yes, sir, man.
I don't know the
New York.
cast name, but Quavius. That sound like what was that second name?
They got some wild names.
What up, C-Love? C-Love said the Three Stooges.
The Three Stooges. Kind of. Kershnick.
Wow.
Yeah. It sounds like he know a lot about science or something.
Wow.
He probably. All right, we got one more for you. Dana Owens.
Queen Latifah.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man.
Yeah,
so that game is called Name and Crew, man.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. Now, what's one of the craziest road stories you got? Or stage story? Other than the Naughty by Nature story. If y'all want to check out that Naughty by Nature story, make sure you go to YouTube, Nomtombout Radio. What's going on, Beasley?
Craziest stories, man. What happened that I could say was crazy on the road? We're traveling from Cleveland to Los Angeles, California, earlier in our career, and we traveled with our road manager, Leonard Brooks. We traveled with him, so it was Dave, myself, and Leonard Brooks. And somebody had the brilliant idea, the airline, and we had seats A, B, and C. And I was in B, sitting in between Dave and Big Leonard Brooks. That's a 4.5 hour, 5 hours. It was true story. I went and sat in the bathroom for 4 hours, and the last 30 minutes, I came out and sat in that seat. And thankfully, nobody had to use the bathroom because I was posted up, comfortable in the toilet for 4 hours on the trip to LA.
Now, you was kind of cutting in and out, man, so I didn't get to hear full story. Can you kind of retell that story one more time?
They booked us. They booked us on a flight to LA, and they booked us in the same row. Me, David, and Leonard, our road manager. I couldn't make a 4.5 hour flight to LA sitting in the middle. So I went and sat in the restroom. I sat in the bathroom for 4 hours.
The bathroom smaller than the seat?
No. I was crunched in between the two of them. So I was able to, I had a little leg room. I was good for 4 hours. And then I came out and sat in the shut up, C-Love. And then I came out, sat in between them for the last 30 minutes.
Back and forth.
C-Love, I ain't never passed out on stage.
Yeah, who is Carl Will, man? Because he sound like he got the story. He said, tell him about the time you passed out on stage.
C-Love, that's our homeboy. He been down with us. Time we performed at the circus and Dave got bit by a tiger. He talking crazy. He is talking crazy.
Yeah,
he talking crazy.
He talking wild.
Yeah, that ain't never happened. Never happened.
Oh yeah, man. He came in with the perfect stories, man. Yeah. You ever forgot your words on stage though?
Yeah. It's happened.
What do? You
just fake it. You go, you fake it. Thank you.
I got a story I'm kind of guilty of, man. One time I was singing at this church in here in Cincinnati, and I forgot the words, so I act like I had the Holy Ghost, and I just was waving my hands and
Right,
walking around the
right.
stage, but I
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
the words.
You got to do that. What up? Big up to my boy Dietrich Hadd, gospel superstar. What up, D Hattie? Dropping in on your boy.
Yo, yo, what's going on, D? What's one of your biggest vocal scares?
Scares?
Yeah, maybe you woke up without your voice, or
Oh,
maybe
yeah, that happened.
just yeah.
That happened. We had to do a show in San Antonio, Texas, I believe, and I had no voice. I lost my voice literally, and I had Dave had to do the whole show by himself. I was up on stage with him, but he had to do all the parts because I had no voice. What up, shooter? I had no voice.
What do you like for all the singers that's out there, man, who worry about their voice going in and out? What's your regimen? How do you keep a healthy voice?
Uh, I'd be lying if I told you that there really is no secret. You get rest, you get a lot of rest, you drink a lot of liquid, make sure you lubricate your voice. Try to stay away from, acid like coffee and caffeine and all of those things. Really not good for your voice. And even though I used to do it, I don't do it anymore, but ice cold beverages not good for your voice either. I used to do that back when I was younger. I was like, man, I don't care. I can't drink it unless it's ice cold. Now I'll drink some room temperature water. That's really good for your voice.
Is it a way that you can position yourself so we can see you a little better? You kind of dark.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's lightening up a little bit. I want everybody to be able to see you, man. Know who we talking to. We here with Jason L. Champion again from Men at Large. We got some heavy hitters in the room too, man. Shout out to everybody who dropping through, man. Make sure you check out the website 6 Sense Media, 6 Sense Media, SIXXSENSEMEDIA. I'm talking about All right, now you going into the studio. You record anything right now?
Yeah, Dave and I are back together. Men at Large is back together. So we got a brand new album that's getting ready to drop Valentine's Day weekend, in 2021. Yeah. So yeah.
How far done y'all with that?
We're almost done. We got one more session to do, probably about 2 or 3 more records, and we're done. But we got fire. Like, I can't wait for everybody. Why you ain't tell me my beard look like Wolverine? Like I got this Indian hair on the side of my look like Wolverine.
I thought that was how you were swagging out.
No, I just need to go to the barbershop. That's all.
You whooping, man.
Big time.
But it's all good. It's all good, man. I thought that was your style, man. I ain't know, man.
Hell no. No, sir.
What's some necessities you need when you go into the studio? What do you like? 5 things you need.
Man, me and Dave learned the old school way, man. We don't need nothing. All we need is a couple of bottles of water, a microphone, and we good, man. We don't really have no requirements like that when we in the studio. That's what I just said, C-Love. It looked like Wolverine. That's exactly what I said.
All right, so y'all don't really need nothing, man.
No, we don't have no like, we gotta have this, we gotta have this, we don't do that, man.
I got a weird question, man.
Go ahead.
I asked this. This is a new question that I'm asking on all the shows, so don't be weirded out. What's the longest you done held a fart?
Wow. Wow.
Random.
I just wasn't even. That's not what I was expecting.
That's what you can expect out of me. Tonight, be able to expect whatever.
Well, it turns out. It turns out. And I know it's a natural bodily function. I do. I don't like farts, period, and I don't like for people to do them. I feel like it's coming most of the time. Get up and kind of excuse yourself. So unless I'm asleep or unless I'm, just unable to hold it, you won't get no farting out of me. I don't play that. I do not. I will hold it till Jesus comes. Because nobody should have to to be subjected, and I don't want to be subjected to yours. Like all that coming in my face and farting. No, man, no.
Yeah,
For a long time,
yeah, never.
I thought pretty girls didn't fart or go boo boo. I just didn't think they did. When I was younger,
They fart think the worst
man,
because they been holding them. You can't hold that, bruh.
right.
You try to hold it till your body reabsorb it, and you feel it like come back up in your. You got to get that out, man. Like when your stomach sound like somebody moving school desks inside your stomach, you gotta get that out, man.
Hey, I appreciate that, C Love, man. I really appreciate that, man. This album, it's man, I can't wait. I'm usually the more reserved one. I don't get overly excited. I'm so excited about this album, man, for y'all to hear it. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. You got a name for it yet?
Yeah. Ain't telling though.
What?
Ain't telling. Ain't telling. Ain't telling.
Okay. So y'all doing the old school rollout.
It's gonna be good, Six. It's gonna be good. Now I'm talking about. It's gonna be good, man.
Somehow, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us when it come out, man. We definitely help promote, man. We definitely help promote on this side, man.
It's probably gonna be February the 11th, which is a Friday, which is Valentine. Everybody will be celebrating Valentine's Day. Probably that day, that weekend, because Valentine's is on a Monday.
Yeah. Hey man, and if you in a relationship on Valentine, man, stop letting make your girl get you an actual gift, man. Stop letting her get away with her body.
I just learned I forgot because I moved to Georgia, and apparently Sweeties Day is just a Midwest holiday. That ain't celebrated in the South or in the West. That's only in the Midwest, Michigan, Ohio, Illinois. They don't celebrate it nowhere else.
Yeah.
But I just found out, I don't know how true it is, but Sweeties Day is the Valentine's Day for the man. That's when you buy your man gifts. That's supposed to be our day.
That's why you never heard of it. They're trying to keep that on the low.
Sweeties Day was made in Cleveland by American Greetings. Okay, come on with some history, C-Love.
I bet. Yeah. They said it's the same type of issue with Valentine's Day. It was made so the greeting card people can get some money in between holidays and everything.
Man, don't get me started. Don't get me started on these holidays. But yeah, it's probably gonna come out February 11th, man. Is when we're gonna drop, and I can't wait because we're bringing back real music for women, for ladies to have somebody to. Women don't have nobody to. When you turn on the radio, ain't nobody saying, "Baby, I'm sorry, baby, I love you, baby, forgive me, baby, take me back." Ain't nobody saying none of that. Yeah. It's all about let me get in. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that thing. And we're bringing back grown folks music, man. It's got a millennial flair to it, but we grown men. I'm 47. We ain't trying to be 27. We ain't trying to recreate, some nostalgia. We just trying to bring back grown folks music. And big up to my sister. What up, Tay? We just trying to bring grown folks music, back to the radio, man, so that women can, and guys, we got something for the guys, for the fellas too, but so that women can have something to hear, man, something that they look forward to hearing. Like we got this one song called She's Gravity. She Gravity. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. I can't wait.
Yeah, man, we can't wait, man. You got to release some snippets or something.
Well, on Instagram and Facebook, we did. While we were recording, we released some of them.
Yeah. That's funny that you said that because I was gonna ask you about like the relationship between the music that's made and the relationships that you see going on. Like in the '90s, I feel like relationships was more genuine. Like love was more of a real thing, and it's based on like our vibration. A lot of times, as Black people, is set to the music that we listen to. So whatever the music is vibrating at, we kind of carry the same vibration. It was more that love vibe, that family vibe. And now that it's like that like just really let me get it type music, that's what the relationships is reflecting. You kind of see that to be true?
To answer your question, yes. I believe wholeheartedly as a man of faith, and when I say that, I ain't out here just Jesus knocking people over the head. Like I get it in, I like to do stuff that, Most people would be like, "Oh, you do that? You a preacher? You do that?" Yeah, I do that. I like to do that. But I think that by and large, as a whole, when you think about where we are as a nation, as a people, our imagery on television, the things we see, everything is sexual. Everything.
Everything.
Everything, even a car commercial, a Hardee's commercial, everything is sexual.
Yeah.
That level of sex is deep rooted selfish lust. Everybody
Hmm.
want to get what they can get. I want to get my funky off. Real intimacy says, I want to please you, your woman, your wife, or if a girl wants to please her man. Real intimacy says, I want you to see me and all of my flaws and my vulnerability and where I fall short. And that's not what is being portrayed in television, movies. That's not what's being portrayed in videos, music videos. Everybody want to get the bag. Everybody wants to, you know, let me get the hookup, friends with benefits. Let's get it in a couple nights, even glorifying, you know, infidelity. I got my woman, but my wife, but then I got a side chick. I think one of the biggest songs in the country not too long ago was that blues song by my man. His song was called My Side Piece. That was a big record.
Yeah.
And so I hear women back in the day used to say, don't call us bitches, don't call us hoes, and all of that kind of thing. And there was a big movement, like, hip hop rappers would say bitch or hoe but now you got, and no disrespect to nobody's music, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, they're saying it to
Yeah.
themselves. So
Yeah. Yeah.
the bar is set so low that the only thing that you really have to aspire to is one night stands, sleeping with your boy's wife, or that that
Yeah.
that ain't love. But see, the problem is real love requires real sacrifice. Real love requires real commitment. Real love requires out and peeling back the layers and doing the work that it takes for two people to coexist. That's real love. People don't want to do that. They want to get it in. They want to
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
want to bust that thing, and once you ejaculate, that's it. But the real work is, can we coexist? I made a post, I saw something and I reposted it not too long ago, but it talked about anybody can get naked with each other. Anybody can get naked and have sex. But can you get naked in your soul and tell me where you're vulnerable, where you fall short, where you're weak? Can you let me into that space where you had a traumatic experience as a child and you probably still haven't recovered? Can I see him? Can I see her? Can we come together and build a life based on what we've been through and where we're going? Or does everybody just want to screw? And that's pretty much where everybody is. So Dave and I made a conscious decision, man. We wanted to make music about making love, not about screwing, not about one night stands. We wanted to make real life, because it's like if if all of the real dies off, like they say, if this is the generation that's going to lead us, we in trouble.
Yeah.
So those of us who are still breathing and living and viable and have some vitality, we have to infuse and inject this musical scene with some real music because it's needed. It is
Yeah.
desperately needed. So yeah, to answer your question, man, that's why you see a bunch of, you know, non-relationship relationships. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody committed to nobody. Like, this is the craziest day and age where, because I'm single again, and I was, I met somebody that I really do like, but prior to me talking to them, everybody's just like, yeah, I'm dating, but you dating five, six, seven people at one time.
Yeah.
Where they do that at? But that's the climate where we live at.
Yeah, I think a lot of our music, we kind of like be dancing to our detriment. A lot of the entertainment, we entertain by our detriment. The whole just do as many drugs as you can, have sex with as many people as you can. In the meantime, they're not telling you that that's going to ruin your peace of mind, which could, in the end, ruin your ability to even be happy or search for happiness or do be your best self because you ruining your peace of mind. That's your fuel for your vehicle to go further in life.
In the end, at the very end, like you said, it ain't no could. It's going to ruin it's going to ruin your ability to be intimate with another human being. It's going to ruin your ability to be affectionate and to be. It's already hard for a band to be affectionate and to talk as it is. But if that's how
Mm-hmm.
we living out here, all you're going to do is reproduce that same thing, and you'll never find somebody that could, that you could build a life with. And that's why so many women don't have men, because most of the men want to, hit it and quit it. And nowadays the women do too, you know?
Yeah, it's different. And
Yeah.
like when you try to really approach a woman and like not even on no sexual stuff and just want to spend time with them, maybe you just want to let's go somewhere. They don't believe it's genuine because they so used to being used. They not used to somebody coming in trying to add value or
And
leave somebody better than they.
and even on top of that, they don't recognize when you do got a real good man. And so they don't even know what to do with you. So they won't receive you because they don't know what that looks like and they can't take it. They would rather
Yeah,
have dysfunction than to have a real man that's willing to love and care about them, but they don't know what that looks like. So I literally had a young lady tell me, I mean, I was just like, wow, wow. She told me, I don't want a relationship from you. I don't care if you got a woman. I want to have sex. I want us to have a sexual relationship. I was like, wow.
yeah,
I, you would think, and I'm not lying, you would think that I would have been like, oh, cool. I was like, I don't want that. I'm mad that you want that. I'm mad that I'm not offended, but I was sad. I was sad that
yeah. It's fact. Yeah,
yeah, that's how she felt about herself. Yeah.
yeah. It's almost like you feel like you don't deserve more. Like
Right. Right.
it's interesting. It's definitely interesting time. I think these are the times where we need to take time away and date ourselves, get to know who you really are, man, because people don't even know what make them happy. If you ask somebody what makes you happy, they won't know. They can tell you everything that they hate, but they can't tell you nothing that inspire them or make them happy. It's because we losing connection with ourselves. That's how America and the world is now. So many distractions that separate you from your soul that you end up just being lost and you don't even know yourself. So this is the time for reconnection with self, I feel.
I take myself to the movies all the time, just me. And I take
I,
myself
I got
to
a I got a bunk bed in the back of the movies here.
dude, when I was younger, I was like, I ain't never going to the movies or going to dinner by myself. But you know what, man? Some of them times when I go by myself, it's you clear your mind, you have a chance to think, put some things in perspective, and not to be overly, a killjoy, but all that we just talked about, you can't you can't grow, you cannot learn yourself, grow, become better, become whole without the love of Christ, man. You cannot do it without God. I don't care what
Yeah,
they tell you. I don't care who. I'm not here to promote religion. I'm not, I'm not hating on anybody else's religion, but I'm a man of faith. I love God, man, and I've seen him work in my own life. I've seen him do it. And you're better off with him than without him.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you won't really realize that until you searching for self. But if you never search for self, you won't. It won't even hit you really like that. You just won't even know you lost.
Yeah, yeah. And mental health is real too. It's a big thing, man. I'm trying to get a campaign going. If we don't do it on Many Large, I'll do it on my gospel album. But I want to partner with some mental health facilities, man, because uh, I I was affected by mental health. I struggled many years. God has blessed me to learn how to function and to learn what my triggers were and to learn what my thought process is like. Like now at 47, I kind of know when something is off. It might take me a day or a couple hours, and I'll go, wow, I just saw something and it triggered my thoughts. Life, man, I cannot stress enough. Most people just go about everyday living. I got to get the kids. I got to cook dinner. I got to go to work. But if you don't take time for your mental health, man, you'll be with people. You'll lay down with people and marry people that will make your life a living hell. If you don't know and understand mental health, and you practice trying to be better mentally in your head space, life is gonna be organized chaos at best, man. We have to take care of our mental health just like we got to take care of our physical health. So
yeah. It's all intertwined, mental, spiritual,
yeah,
physical health. It's all the same thing, man.
yeah, big
Just
time.
a continuum, man. Yeah, man. So that's interesting, man. That's definitely interesting, man. Let's play another game. We got deep, but it was needed. We definitely needed to go there, man. I hope some people got a message from that, man. I got another game, man. And this game is called One Gotta Go.
One gotta
I'm
go.
gonna
I
give you,
know where this is going.
you know where it's going, so I'm gonna give you some choices. You tell me which one of the choices you could do without, man.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, man. This first one is hard, man. It
Okay.
was hard even writing this down.
Okay.
All right, one gotta go. John P. Key, Daryl Coley, Rance Allen, Marvin Winans.
Yeah, for me, that's a simple one. It ain't really hard at all. It ain't hard. Now, I know somebody else might give you a lot of flack, for my answer, but Daryl Coley got to go.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
almost ended this interview, man.
Listen, Daryl Coley, when he came around, everybody wanted to learn how to run and to riff.
Yeah.
But he didn't make me feel nothing. It was like he made me go, ooh, it's like you ever walked in a store and saw a bunch of bright Christmas lights and you like, ooh, I want that. But you only want that at Christmas time. You only want the bright lights and the trees for the holiday, right?
Yeah.
Marvin, Rance, and what was the other guy? Who'd you say? Marvin?
John P. Key.
I wanted them daily. I wanted a daily diet of those kinds of. Marvin Winans by far is the GOAT.
Marvin Winans is different, man. He got a total different blessing
As
on
a
his life,
singer,
bro.
for me, it's all about phrasing. I like phrasers. Like R. Kelly, that's why I'm such an R. Kelly fan, because he can phrase the heck out of a song. Daryl
What you
Coley,
mean?
phrasing is like when you say, like we had this one song, Many Large, we had this one song, and in the song, I borrowed a line from CeCe Winans. She said it in one of her songs with the BB and CeCe project. And it was, I know it might sound crazy, but it's a phrase. It's a complete sentence. It's a complete thought. R. Kelly might have said, I hear you calling. Here I come, baby, to save you. Oh, baby, no, not stalling. These hands have been longing to tell. That's a phrase. He's telling you a story.
Yeah.
John Key, Marvin, Bishop Rance Allen, they was going like Leandria Johnson. She gonna pull you in. She gonna tell you a story. Yeah.
When you just pretty much talking it out, that's different. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, baby.
All right, man. Chicken. Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, KFC, churches.
If we going with 2020, churches got to go.
Churches been got to go.
No. When I was a kid, churches was that deal. A chicken breast and a pepper and a biscuit was that deal. But now churches got to go.
Churches chicken. All churches chickens come out of a petri dish. It got to.
Churches chicken and KFC, man. That garbage ain't no good no more.
Yeah, man. I mess with Chick-fil-A. I don't really mess with Popeyes.
Really. Now, if you want to get down and get some good chicken, you got to go down south and go to Bojangles. That's where it's at.
I don't even like the name of that place, man.
I
It
do.
sounds
I
like
feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
somebody playing the spoons when you walk in.
I feel you. But Bojangles is that deal.
Jesus, I hate that name, man. All right, free gas for a year or free food for a year. One got to go.
Well, I think everybody would pick free food because you got to eat, to sustain your life. That's easy. That's a no-brainer. I think everybody would rather have the free food. Yeah.
Leanne said them biscuits is life changing
What
at
up,
at
Leanne?
Bojangles.
Yes, they are. Tell him, Leanne, they crazy. What you know about Bojangles,
Bojangles.
Mama?
I ain't never had Bojangles. I'm gonna have to go down there and try it one time, man.
What you know
All
about
right,
that shit, Smooth?
Denzel. Oh shoot. All right, Denzel movies. One gotta go. Malcolm
I'm a
X.
movie buff, so this is right up my alley.
Okay, here we go. Malcolm X, Training Day, He Got Game, Mo Better
Which
Blues.
one gotta go?
One gotta
Yeah,
go.
he got game. That's easy. That's super easy.
I figured.
Yeah, he got game.
I, I was looking at Denzel's movies. Denzel got a gang of movies, but the hard hitting ones, he really don't. They kind of sparse. Like
What you mean?
when you go look at the movies he made, they not all like top notch. Like his career put him out there to be.
Well, everybody has a body of work. He wasn't always Denzel. Like he got this one movie called I think it's called Virtual Cop. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Virtuosity.
Virtuosity. It's horrible. Mississippi
Yeah,
Masala. I don't like that movie. But
but Tiki Masala. Hey,
the worst of them all was what Dr. Quinn Medicine Man or whatever. I ain't like none of that. I ain't like that.
I don't even remember that. Book of Eli is one of the favorites in the room.
I don't really like that one either. Because at the end, when you go look at it, this man can see the whole time. It's like, oh, he blind? He's shooting. Nah.
Like Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, man. No, I'm good.
All right, man. We got another movie one. All right. Set It Off, Boys in the Hood, Belly, Friday.
Set it off, Boys in the Hood. Set it off, Boys in the Hood, Belly, Friday. One got to go.
One got to go. I feel like I know what you're going to say.
Belly got to go.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's a hood classic, man. But Nas, he kind of, yeah. I can see why you picked that
Yeah,
one.
Belly
Man.
got to go.
It's still a hood classic.
Yeah,
Still a hood classic.
yeah.
All right, we got more movies for you.
Okay, let's
All
go.
right, movie. Temptations, Five Heartbeats, Dreamgirls, Ray. Which one got to go?
Say it one more time.
Temptations, Five Heartbeats, Dreamgirls, Ray. Yeah, man. Me personally, I gotta let Five Heartbeats go because they wasn't a real group. At least Dreamgirls was based off of a real group, and Temptations is one of the best biopics ever made, man. Hands down.
Yeah, I think Dreamgirls got to go.
Dreamgirls got to go.
Even though that was a really good movie, but Ray hands down. There's nothing. Temptations. But you know what? You should replace that. You should when you do this game with somebody else, you should do Temptations, Five Heartbeats, Ray, and instead of Dreamgirls, you should put the New Edition movie.
I never watched that, but I'm gonna put that in there because I know a lot of people like
You
that.
should do the new because that makes that choice much harder.
All right, I'm writing that in now, man. We got a couple more for you. When it come to fries, man, you like fries? You a fry guy?
My favorite food in the entire world is white potatoes, more so French fries. So yes.
All right, fries. Wendy's, McDonald's, Rally's, Burger King. One got to go.
All of them got to go.
You must be a cut my own potatoes and make them at the crib.
Well, I do, but if I'm gonna go get some fries, I'm gonna go get Five Guys, or I'm gonna get Chick-fil-A. Five Guys, Chick-fil-A, or what's that? Charlie's Philly cheesesteak place. They got some decent fries.
Man, Five Guys is cool, but they fries don't really taste like nothing. Then they give you a gang of them too, but they don't taste like nothing. It's not like a delicious fry. Like I like Rallies is a delicious fry. When you could just eat, you could just go somewhere and buy just the fries.
I don't like Rallies at all. I don't like seasoned fries at all. Like,
Really?
no.
Oh man, you a unicorn. All right, we got a couple more for you. Well, one more for you. All right. Comedians. Jamie Foxx, Bernie Mac, Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle. One gotta go.
Say them again.
Jamie Foxx, Bernie Mac, Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle.
Solely based off of them being comedians.
Yeah, just in a whole, they bodies of work.
We talking stand up and TV or just
Just totally, they whole careers,
everything, TV and stand up?
everything, all together. It's really your judgment, whichever one you like for whatever reasons. Really, she said Dave Chappelle gotta go.
No,
I'm gonna need you to lead the chat.
Dave ain't gotta go. Dave is probably the Dave ain't gotta go. Dave, Martin, Jamie, and who? Bernie Mac?
Yeah.
I gotta say Jamie Foxx. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I gotta say Jamie.
Oh my God.
Martin in the early
His
days, Martin in the early days was on fire, man. Like the whole Martin show, Martin alone, the show Martin. Jamie's show was good, but it was no Martin. It was not Martin.
Yeah. You're right. But Jamie Foxx is a monster though. He can sing, act, all that, man.
I agree. He is a monster, but not up against Martin Lawrence, Bernie Mac, and Dave Chappelle. Not at all.
Yeah, Leanne, you need to leave too, man. You tripping. She said, bye, Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie.
This stand-up can't hold him.
We ain't gonna talk about it. Go ahead. What's the next one?
That's all we got for that game, man. I'm pissed, man. I'm mad now. Y'all in here tripping, man. You got them in here tripping, man. I ain't gonna hold you much longer, man. But I want to say that I appreciate you again for even taking the time out, man.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
And one more time for the people who just coming in the room, man, make sure you check out the YouTube channel, man. Nomtombout Radio, NOMTOMBOUT Radio on YouTube. And you can also check out the website, man. We got a crib now. You can come to the crib, man. 6 Sense Media. SIXXSENSEMEDIA. 6 Sense Media, man. All right. I got one more game and a couple more questions, man. How do you relax?
I love sports. I love movies. Like when I say love. I watch movies every day. I like good TV series. Like right now I'm watching for the second time. There's a show on Netflix called The West Wing. Man, the acting and the writing is phenomenal, man. Love it. So sports, movies, TV. I love board games, family game time, like getting together with family and having some good, having a good meal and just some spades. Or, I love to play poker. I hope to get a group of guys. I had a real good group of guys back in Atlanta. We played poker. I hope I can find a good group of guys in Cleveland, some trustworthy grown men so we can play some poker. I love to play that.
Hey, that'll be a hard podcast. Play poker and just talk about stuff.
Well, you kind of can't play poker and have no podcast. You got to concentrate. I can't be trying. Okay. Yeah, I got to pay attention. Yeah.
I ain't no poker player. I'm a tunk player, man.
Yeah, I play that too for money. I like to gamble a little bit.
Yeah, definitely, man. What's now you said you like movies. What's the last movie you seen? You still going to the movies?
I do, but I watch movies every day. I just watched yesterday. I watched Mile 22. I had never watched it, and I wanted to go grab it. It was Mark Wahlberg on Netflix. Mm-hmm. But last week I went to the movies and saw The War with Grandpa, with Robert De Niro. Great movie.
Yeah, it was good. It was all right. It was all right.
Yeah.
Man, they doing these comeback classics down here. You can go check them out for $5 at the movies. But I seen Inception for the first time.
I don't like that movie, man. We were talking about
what?
That. We were talking about that in the barbershop. I'm not a huge Leonardo DiCaprio fan, although I recognize that he's a great actor. But he's that guy in Hollywood that white America said, okay, we pick him. He's the one. So they give him all the roles that you could give anybody them roles that he's getting, and it would be a great movie still. But Inception, I'm going to go back and grab it because we were having this conversation in the barbershop. I'm going to give it another try. It was so far out there. Like have you seen Tenet?
No.
Denzel's son's new movie, Tenet? Like,
man, we talked about Tenet on the show.
To me,
I don't like that movie.
To me, Inception was like that. It was like deep for no reason. It was like, okay.
It's the same creators. The same people who made Inception made Tenet.
Makes sense. Didn't know that. Makes sense. Makes sense.
It's like Inception, but they tried to turn it in your mind even more. The only thing I don't like about Tenet, well, first of all, I ain't like a lot of it, but Denzel Washington's son is not a great actor to me. It's like you got to figure out, is he...
My guy. I agree. A lot of people won't say that. I wholeheartedly agree. Like I was telling...
He weird. He weird on camera. You can't tell if he acting or like, do you understand the role? Like,
I was telling my boy, he went and saw it too, and I said, I don't believe him. Like, I'm not convinced that this man can do all of that. Like, I don't believe that. I believe that he's Denzel's son and somebody gave him a chance, but I don't believe that this guy, when you think of a character like that, you think of, like Idris Elba would have played the heck out of that role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need somebody, first of all.
When what's his name? John Washington, when he act, it seemed like you can see on his face, he just like, can't let dad down. Like he seemed like he be thinking real hard.
I won't say that, but I understand what you're saying. But like he was really good in Ballers. Did you watch Ballers?
Never seen that. I heard he good on TV.
He was amazing. But his movie so far?
Yeah, his movie game is not where it's at, man. But that Inception is amazing, bro. You got to go check that Inception out again.
I'm going to check it out again. I'm going to look at it on my Fire Stick.
Yeah, man. Check that out, bro. We had a theory on the show about John Washington and what's the guy from Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman. Like maybe somehow John Washington was involved in his death, because imagine if your dad is Denzel, he's sending Chadwick off somewhere to get all this professional schooling, and he play all these great roles, and you just sit in the house like, well, like we was thinking about that as a conspiracy theory.
Like Arsenio Hall used to say, things to make you go, because
yeah.
I could see that, but when you're a philanthropist like Denzel and you have a ton of money that you want to use to be a blessing to a lot of people, it's not that his son didn't benefit from being his, son. It's just that Denzel wanted to bless a lot of people, and Chad was the beneficiary of some of that, some of that love. And Chad just happened to be a little bit better. I think I told somebody today, what's for you is for you. Whatever God has for you is for you. Denzel's son is going to get all the roles that he's supposed to get. Chadwick got the ones that were for him. You can't see Denzel's son playing Black Panther. You just can't.
Nah. But I still think he was at home like, you disloyal. He was going through the whole Training Day scene to his dad.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
With you being a pastor, I had a question that's kind of weird again, man. Is that the only...
I'm not a pastor. I'm just a minister. I'm not a pastor. I don't have no church.
Minister.
Yeah. No, don't put that on me.
But you churchified. You be in the church.
I am. Yes.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Is that the only dance the Holy Ghost know? Does the Holy Ghost not know another dance?
Let's break this down a little bit more so I make sure I answer this question correctly. Are you asking me that when you see in church people do the holy dance, what you call when people shout?
Yes.
You're saying, is that the only dance that church people know how to do?
No, the Holy Ghost is in you when you do that
So
dance,
you
right?
saying is that the only version of the dance that he knows?
Is that the only dance that the Holy Ghost knows? He don't know the WAP or nothing, like a church WAP.
When you go to a ballroom, when you go to a ballroom affair, right? Got on the
Yes.
tuxedo, your girl got on the gown. They're pretty much waltzing and dancing in a very classy, uh, classical way, right?
Yeah.
They're not gonna break out into the WAP because that's not what that is. When you go to the club and they doing whatever the latest dances are, you ain't gonna get the holy dance in the club. When you go to church, the form of expression that has been sort of introduced to the church is just that. What up, Ti? That's the dance that we do. You know what I mean? Ain't no church WAP, babe. Ain't no church WAP. Nah, ain't no church WAP.
Hey, shout out to Asia Blue, man. She's showing a lot of love in here.
That's my baby.
Uh, all right. Let's see what else did I have for you, man. What's been your biggest accomplishment? I know you've been nominated for a Grammy, but what do you feel is your biggest accomplishment, man?
Good question, man. That's a good question. That's a good question. My biggest accomplishment today, I would say my kids, but I had nothing to do with that. God blessed me with good children. I parented them, but that's not really something we can take credit for. We can teach them and show them the best way. So I think my biggest accomplishment today would be having the courage to dig up under all of the layers that make me who I am, to face things that make me not so pleasant or not so likable, being willing
Mm-hmm.
to address things that might need to be fixed, from
Yeah.
obesity, from bad just bad personality traits, being willing to be teachable. I think learning the art of being teachable and being correctable. I'd like to think, man, that I'm correctable, that I'm teachable. I don't want to just be out here flailing my arms and say, well, that's just me, take it or leave it. No, I want to be, somebody who is correctable, who's teachable, who's approachable,
Yeah.
so that I can coexist with another human being or with the world, with the people that I touch. And if you
Yeah.
aren't teachable and you know every damn thing,
You're
that's
not growing.
not a good look. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think my biggest accomplishment is just humbling myself before God and allowing Him to show me myself. There's a scripture that says, try me now and see. See if if there be any wicked way in me, show me. And I'm constantly asking the Lord to just peel back the layers, man, and show me, because I know I'm a son of a gun. I know I'm broken. I know I have the potential to be a butthole or to be, whatever. So I'm like, Lord, help me get this right. You know, that's probably
Yeah.
my biggest accomplishment.
How long did it take you? How many years did it take you to be introspective like that?
I've always been introspective. I've always been a deep thinker, always. But
Yeah.
it has been an ongoing process to learn. Like, hey man, you true. What up, Lanisha? It's been an ongoing process to learn that. Like, I know when I'm being a butthole. I know when I'm being a little bit too pushy. I know when I'm being not a good friend. I know when I'm, and I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna dismiss it. I'm not gonna sweep it under the rug. I'm gonna deal with me and I'm gonna say, stop it, Jason. And
Yeah.
because what's gonna happen is if you don't correct yourself, if you're not teachable, I guarantee you that the outcome will be you'll always find yourself blaming everybody else for the reason people don't want to be around you, why you can't keep good friendships, why you can't hold on to good relationships, because it's you. It's you. But you
Yeah,
think everybody
definitely.
else is the problem. You think everybody else, man, people just don't get it. I'm a good friend. I'm this, I'm that. Anytime you hear yourself saying, it's you the problem. So I try
Yeah.
to, it's a
And
process,
what you
man.
not willing to correct, yeah, definitely, definitely. And what you not willing to correct, the universe will, man. Definitely.
Absolutely. And what you're not
Um,
willing to correct, you will repeat and it will show up again in every relationship.
yeah,
So if you break up with your girl and you was being a butthole, you didn't want to address it, you didn't want to deal with you, and you think she's the problem, you break up with her, get you somebody else, you bring you with you. And it's gonna show
yeah,
up again. It ain't going nowhere till you fix it. Never.
yeah, yeah. Especially in relationships. I heard this one guy, podcaster I listen to, Zoe Williams. He's a relationship is nothing. It's gonna mirror your weaknesses, the things you need to work on. That person is gonna mirror your weaknesses. You think you think they just trying you all the time, but it's really pointing out the points of your life that you need to work on.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what's crazy? One of the hardest things to do, I was talking to a friend of mine today, and I started to badmouth one of my other friends that we mutually know for doing something that I would have done if I'd have thought of it. And I started to badmouth my
Mm,
friend, and I heard myself, and I said, you know what? I'm tripping. Because if I could have got away with it, I would have did it too. So I was really hating because
yeah, you was envious.
he did something that I wish I'd have thought of. And so and that's how the devil is, man. It's so subtle. I was slick talking to my other friends saying, yo, that dude, man, he this, he that, man. I can't believe. And the Holy Spirit stopped me and I was like, oh, and showed me how I
Yeah,
did the same thing last week, a different scenario, but I did the same thing last week. And I was like, my bad, God, my bad. And I told my friend, I said, you know what? I'm tripping.
yeah,
I'm tripping because he ain't do nothing that I wouldn't have done. But that's how we are, man. We see somebody else doing something, knowing we would be just as guilty, but we don't want to give it up.
yeah. I think you might be covering up your microphone a little bit.
No, not really. I'm still holding it the
But
same way. Is
yeah.
that better?
Okay, okay, yeah, it's a little bit
Is
better
that
now.
better?
But it's crazy, man. Like, yeah, 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 that's better. The thing that you talking about, like,
And
people really,
it was a it was about fantasy football. I'm dumb. He made a trade that I wish I could have got to the guy to make the trade. He got to it before I did, before I even thought of it. It was something as stupid as fantasy football. And I had the nerve to for a minute, put my mouth and talk about this dude. And it's
yeah,
absolutely something that I would do.
yeah. That's crazy how stuff like that work, man. Like, you ever notice if you ask somebody to describe the type of people that they don't like, they end up describing themselves. Because you can only identify with the things that you can identify with to be able to point out ours.
But six, the crazy part about that is the person who's hating all of that, they don't even realize that they describing themselves. And no, they don't even know.
They don't know that they're describing themselves, but it's things about themselves that they don't like that they can only see in other people because it lies in them first. So they really
But
just
they
point
don't
out,
but they don't even know. But they don't even
yeah,
know that
yeah,
that's them. And they pointing the finger at somebody else. They have no clue that that's you. That's you
yeah.
describing. That is you. But they don't never take the time to go, wow, that
Nope,
is me. And that's why they
that
always
is me,
yeah, yeah.
man. Hey, I want to play this game, but I do want to ask you because I mean, you were nominated for a Grammy, man. Talk about how
I
that felt.
was. I was. What? I did. What?
Yeah,
Oh man, it was phenomenal, man. I was in Nashville, Tennessee, doing a video for my single, my first single on my gospel album called Always. And I think we shot the video and somebody from Japan had came all the way to Memphis to meet me, Nashville,
Mm.
to meet me. The label, I was on EMI Records, and EMI Japan heard my song and came all the way to Nashville to sit and have dinner with me, the label execs. So I was already on cloud nine because my record was being packaged and released in Japan. I've got a whole CD with Japanese writing on it right now that I kept from when the album was released over in Japan. So we were having dinner. We were sitting at the table having dinner, and they wanted to fly me to Japan. Eventually, I ended up going over there doing 2 tours. I performed at this place called Billboard Live in Osaka, Japan, and in Tokyo, Japan. And during the meeting, the conversation, I got a call, and my manager said, "Hey, man, I don't mean to interrupt your dinner, but I just wanted to." Now, he was talking to me like it was no big deal, like it was like what he was about to say was just regular, every day. He said, "Oh yeah, man," he said, "It's not a big deal. I don't want to interrupt, but when you get a chance, call me back because I just found out that your album was nominated for Best Gospel R&B Album at the Grammys." I said, "Say what?"
Right. Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, call me back. Finish your dinner." I'm like, I can't finish. So, but
Yeah.
I had to finish my dinner because I had guests. So after that, man, I called him back, and I just immediately busted out into tears, man, because I was so grateful in that moment. I never imagined being a solo artist. I never, ever in a million years. I was content. Remember, I sang with Men at Large, so I always had somebody on my left side or on my right side. It was never me by
Mm.
myself. So when I left the group and I started singing with Kirk Franklin, I had other people there to sing with. I had other background singers. When I sang with Dietrich Haddon, I had other background singers. I never, ever had aspirations of being a solo artist, ever. And
Yeah.
so when I got the Grammy nod, the emotions that flooded through my entire soul, man, even to this day talking about it, you watch television for your favorite artist and the BET Awards and the Grammys, and you watch things and you wish vicariously, you hope that maybe one day, it's just an award. We all got to die and go to heaven or wherever you're gonna go, but it's just an award. It's a man-made award. But to know
Yeah.
that your peers and a bunch of people, confirm that, hey, man, you belong here. And I never really felt like I belonged as a solo artist. Never. Even to this day, I mean, I'm not saying, oh, wham, woe is me, I'm not good. I'm good at what I do. But there's so many people that I think are far better than me at what they do. But to know that God said, hey, man, I'm gonna take this little fat kid, and I am going to stamp him and validate him. It taught me a valuable lesson, which was I didn't see that coming, Six. We didn't make the record to get Grammy nominated. We didn't seek the Grammy board. Like, you can become a member of the Grammy. I'm not a voting member, which I should be now, and I will be
Yeah.
later. But to get a call, only God could do something like that, man, and blow me away like that. And it just taught me, as long as I'm doing the work, as long as I'm being who God called me to be, I'm not you, I'm me. And
Yeah.
although I do struggle with who I am in terms of it's not that good, I have a perspective on it. I'm not depressed or struggling mentally because I feel like I'm not as good, but I'm aware and cognizant that, man, it's other people out there that can do what I do much better. But I thank God for giving me the gift, man, and knowing that at any given moment, when God has something that's for you,
It's
nobody
for
can
you.
nobody can stop you. Nobody can say no. Nobody can hate on you. God said, you're gonna be nominated for this Grammy, and it was incredible, man. Great. Everywhere I go, people say Grammy nominated. Introducing, ladies and gentlemen, Grammy nominated gospel artist Jason Chen. So it was an awesome experience, man. Awesome experience.
That's tight, man. That's tight. I think a lot of people need to hear that too, man. Especially these days with so many distractions and
Yeah,
comparison. It's easy to lose your joy because, like they say, comparison is the thief of joy. And a lot of people out here thinking that they not good enough to do certain things, man. But you gotta just be in it, doing the work, man. And what's for you is gonna find you. That's
absolutely,
powerful,
man.
man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. That's hard, man. There's so much more that we could talk about, man. But I ain't gonna hold you there. We're gonna come back. The next one I want to do. I want to do a interview with you and Dave,
Okay, yeah, bet we can do that. We can do that.
and maybe I can come up to Cleveland, man. We can do this one in person or something.
Yeah, find a little spot, get
So
some cameras, and do it. Do the whole shebang.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end off like this, man. We come to the end of the interview, man. Again, want to thank you for your time, because you could have been watching movies or something.
I'm about to watch the game. I'm about to watch the Thursday night football.
Who playing?
San Francisco and Green Bay. It's gonna be a good one tonight.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna let you go ahead and get to that, man. This last game that I got is called This or That.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a couple options. You're gonna tell me either this option or that option, whichever
Okay.
one you pick. All right.
Okay.
All right. Cat or dog?
Dog.
All your clothes dirty. You going commando or are you turning them joints inside out?
Commando.
You can't wear no jeans if you're going jeans on flesh is one of the most terrible feelings
Commando.
in life.
Commando.
All right, man. Cookie or brownie?
Cookie. I hate brownies. Don't like them.
All right, man.
I don't like
okay,
them.
man.
I'm not a big.
You can't be a big dude and hate brownies, bruh.
But I am. I'm not a big chocolate guy. Like I'm literally a big chocolate dude, but I'm not. Chocolate ain't
Yeah.
ain't my thing like that. No.
Oh man, I love a centerpiece, man. Let's see. Movies or Netflix? Would you rather go to the movies or watch Netflix?
I'd rather go sit in the movies all day, every day. It's the whole experience. I got to have a popcorn. I got to have a Coke.
Yeah.
It's a whole experience. I want to be there on time because I want to see every trailer. I want to see what's coming, and I want to go, oh yeah, so definitely going to the movies.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. You can't tell nobody about this, man.
Yeah.
Get you a pair of cargo pants that you only use for the movies, man. When I go, I give me a Subway sandwich.
You ain't got to tell. See, but I don't want that though. See, I don't want that. I only want the popcorn and the Coke.
Yeah.
So that ain't gonna work for me. I don't want to smuggle nothing in. I don't want no candy. I don't want no Twizzler. I want the popcorn and I want the Coke. Or I want the popcorn.
I dare you to sneak in a Five Guys burger and fries in there and see if that don't make the movie way better.
I don't want it like going to those places where you can eat and order food. That don't do nothing.
Yeah.
That don't do nothing for me.
Okay. All right, man. All right. Let's see. Cash money or no limit?
What's the criteria?
Whichever one you like better.
Cash money.
Cash money for the 99 2000. Woody, Martin or Fresh Prince?
Oh, Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince over Martin?
Yeah, man. For me, yeah, for me.
I've never had nobody say that long as I've been playing this game for the last 3 years. So that's what's up.
See, I'm a secretly, I hope to do movies. Like, I got some stuff in the works. I hope to do movies. For me, Martin was a sitcom, and it was cool.
Yeah.
But Fresh Prince dealt with some real issues. And you got a chance to really see his acting. So for me, it was the content was better for me. For me, Martin was a beast, but for me, Fresh Prince.
All right. Prince or Mike?
Oh man, Michael Jackson every day, all day. But it ain't no runaway, blowaway. Prince was a mother fricker, but Michael Jackson was a whole problem.
You think so? Even with Prince will pick up every instrument in the studio, produce the whole the whole record,
He would.
write it,
He would.
lay it.
But Michael Jackson is gonna have you in tears as a grown man. Prince ain't. Michael Jackson, as from age 7, Michael was special, man. Michael was
He was different.
special. To this day, when you hear Thriller, Billie Jean, Off the Wall, or you hear Adore or Raspberry Beret, it's just a different experience when you hear Michael. When Michael come on, it's a whole nother vibe. And Michael is the only one that kids, every generation, somehow, they find two things. Kids from 70 years ago to right now, they find McDonald's and they find Michael Jackson. They don't find Prince.
Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes I put on a lace bubble coat and listen to Prince late at night till I fall asleep.
Hey, man, Prince wasn't no joke, but for me, it's Michael.
All right, man. Late nights or early mornings?
I'm getting old. I'm 47. It used to be late nights, and it probably still is, but we running on E. In a minute, it's gonna be early mornings, but right now it's still late nights.
Okay, all right. I don't know if you smoke, but Newport Kings or Newport 100s, box or soft pack? Which one you picking?
Never smoke cigarettes. That's
All right, man. Biggie or Pop?
Biggie, hands down.
Oh, bubble, bubble, hubble, bubble, bubble, chewing bubble, double bubble. All right, burrito or bowl?
I do both. I probably prefer the bowl because I'm a texture guy, so I I take a bowl and put some ranch on it because I put ranch on everything at like Chipotle.
Yeah.
Mix that all up, and so every bite you get a bite of something. So I'm probably bowl. Yeah.
And you get way more in that bowl, man.
I don't know. Them burritos are huge, man. I don't know.
They don't be stuffing the burritos like they used to when Chipotle was brand new.
I don't know.
Dang, man, I need to come up to Cleveland then. All right, TV dad, Carl Winslow or Phillip Banks?
Phillip Banks all day. But if you
because Carl Winslow was kind of a sucker.
But if you want to say best TV dad ever, James Evans.
James Evans? Now, Mr. Drummond?
Hey, man, you almost made me cuss. Hey, now the world don't move to the beat of just one. No. Love that show though. You should add that game to your show. Do something with old singers.
Okay.
Give me a break. Family Ties. You should do something with that.
Okay, I'm adding that to the list, man. I appreciate that.
Let's go. What you
All right, couple more. All right, biscuit, Popeyes, KFC, Cheddar Bay. Which one you picking, man? This or that?
You threw Cheddar Bay in there, so that made it hard. But Cheddar Bay.
You gotta get you a large coconut oil to wash that down.
I don't like coconut water. You said coconut oil?
You gonna need something for your throat, cause them biscuits.
Cheddar Bay?
I done had some dry Cheddar Bay biscuits, man.
I haven't, but them KFC ones, you're gonna have to have a fire truck hose to wash them down.
Yeah. And them Popeyes, I think Popeyes is the worst with that.
No, they ain't like they used to be, but like Leanne said, Bojangles get you right.
Hey, she need to do a commercial for them. She been holding Bojangles down the whole interview.
Yeah.
All right, light skin Aunt Viv or dark skin Aunt Viv?
One more time.
Light skin Aunt Viv or dark skin Aunt Viv?
This is gonna surprise you. Wait. Just as far as which one we liked better for her acting and on the show?
It's all personal, man. Whichever one you just prefer.
I take the dark skin Aunt Viv all day, every day.
Me too. I take her too, man.
All day, every day, all day.
I hate when they switch characters and don't even try to make them the same complexion or nothing. They was just like, nah, we didn't like her so much that we're gonna get somebody who look totally different.
You know the real
They should have
story.
got a white lady.
You know the real story on that too, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she was
I
too,
watched a couple interviews.
she was too dark. She was too dark.
That's crazy, man.
But I take
All right.
my baby said she'll take both, but I mean the other lady wasn't bad, but
She ain't had the same vibe. She ain't had a character like the dark skin Aunt Viv.
Aunt Viv had that first one had a presence. She had that Claire Huxtable, don't play with me, a black woman, I'm gonna get you
Yeah.
together. Yeah, she had that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And light skin Aunt Viv wasn't doing none of this. None of that. She wasn't dancing.
No, none of that. She didn't.
All right,
No,
very last question, man. My bad. Go ahead.
no, you good. Go ahead.
This is the very last question, man. And I don't know if you're in a relationship right now or not, but if I could give you $1,000 cash or your current relationship, which one you choosing? The cash or the relationship?
Man, at least if you're gonna do this question, you better get your money up. Yeah, I take my girl. I take my girl. Yeah, I take my girl. That
I
$1,000.
like having it at $1,000 because it really show you where people relationship be at. You be like,
I
oh,
feel you.
okay.
I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, that
I'm
ain't.
about to move it down to 100.
God dang.
Yeah.
Dang. Wow.
But right now, where can people find your music at? Where you at, man?
All platforms, all digital platforms, iTunes, Spotify. But I think the best way to do it for us is if you really want to be a blessing to us, you go to Spotify. Streaming is the better way now. Streaming music. Go to Spotify. Go to what's the other one? Spotify. And what's the other streaming platform?
iTunes,
No, the other one where
uh,
you could create a station.
Tidal.
Oh man, I can't believe I can't. Anyway, go to Spotify, create a Jason Champion station, and just let it play. Just let it play. But you can go to iTunes, you can go to Google Play, anywhere
Yeah.
music is sold, and you can find my music.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you again,
One
sir.
love, man.
One last.
Pandora, thank
We
you.
gonna we
Thank
gonna
you. Thank
definitely
you. Pandora, thank you.
Pandora.
I
Okay,
could
yeah,
not
that's
think of
throwback.
that
That
for
was
so
like the
long.
first.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, man. But I appreciate everybody who came through, checked out the interview, man. Make sure y'all follow us, man. We got a whole bunch of great interviews. We also got an interview with Dave, from Men at Large, Dave Tolliver. If you go to the YouTube channel, you can check that out. Nomtombout Radio. Make sure you check out the page right here on Instagram, Nomtombout_radio. Make sure you check out the website, 6centsmedia.com, 6centsmedia.com, 6 with 2 X's. Man, we just creating, man. We the next big thing. We the next big content creator. So make sure you watch out for us, man. Is there any other information that you want to give out before we leave?
No, man, I just appreciate everybody. Go follow me if you don't follow me here on Instagram at Jason L Champion, and on Facebook at the official Jason Champion. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the love, man. It was good talk. I enjoyed myself, and anytime, man, we'll come back.
Yeah, man. And if it's any women in the room over 65, I'm in love with you, man. I love an older woman with at least 2 ailments. If you got a bad hip and arthritis or maybe dementia, I really love dementia. Holla at me, man. So until next time, goodbye.
Cheers.